Listen attentively now, my beloved child, because the words I am about to speak are not just sacred, they are time-sensitive. You have stood at the edge of breakthrough, trembling. You've carried burdens too heavy, cried tears too deep, and today, yes, this very moment, I have come to lift them. But hear me. This is not a message to inspire you for a moment and then be forgotten. This is your divine wake-up call, a holy interruption, a turning point that you cannot afford to ignore. Because if you walk away unchanged, the peace you crave may stay just out of reach. But if you stay with me now, you will hear the very words that will realign your purpose, awaken your spirit, and ignite a fire that no storm can extinguish. So do not scroll. Do not turn away. You are standing on holy ground, and by the time this message ends, your life will not look the same. I am the Lord your God, your protector, your guide, and your ever-present refuge. As you hear my voice in this moment, I want you to grasp a profound reality. When this message concludes, I do not intend for you to walk away from the life I have given you, nor do I want you to pass the day in anxious fretting. Rather, keep going with the ordinary tasks that lie before you, even if you cannot yet discern how they align with the extraordinary purposes I have woven into your life. Refrain from plunging into hasty solutions of your own creation. Do not let impatience unravel the delicate threads of hope. I know exactly what I am doing, and in places you cannot yet see, I am orchestrating everything for your ultimate benefit. I ask you to be patient, truly patient, in a way that might feel unsettling at first. Embrace the silences and pauses. Wait for the sign I will surely provide, the clear prompting of my spirit that shows you the path forward. Keep your heart alert and your faith vibrant. Heed the gentle signals I will whisper into your soul. Open my word, let it kindle an unwavering flame inside you. Bow before me in prayer and speak openly of your aspirations, apprehensions, and confession. When you place me first in your heart, I answer with a power that demolishes barriers, overturns obstacles, and rolls away the heaviest hindrances that have weighed you down. I see the immense burdens that have bent your back and cut into your spirit. I am aware of every jagged blockade that has slashed your peace. But hear this now. I am clearing away the very stones that tripped you, and toppling the towering walls that stood in the way of the horizon I have prepared. I am reaching into the darkest recesses of your past, severing every cruel chain that left you wounded, and lifting away the oppressive load that threatened to drown you in the stormy seas of despair. You have felt the fierce winds pushing against you, steering your fragile vessel toward the very heart of the tempest. These relentless gusts tried to tear your sails, scattering your hopes like a broken compass and pulling you into swirling waters of sorrow and loss. I know how these trials have battered your soul, yet this day I come as your divine liberator, breathing my holy breath upon the storm, calming the waves, and scattering the clouds of anxiety and fear. Watch as the darkness retreats, as the tempest loses its grip, and as the oppressive shadows flee from my presence. The words I speak are not empty. They carry life and power, holding the promise of countless new beginnings. Within them lie the seeds of tangible miracles, ready to take root in the fertile ground of your faith. Your heart has been longing for change. Your soul has cried out for the opportunity to start anew, to rebuild what was lost. Today, I assure you, I have listened, but I must also caution you. You cannot walk away from these words with polite agreement, only to slip back into a hollow routine of unbelief and disregard. Do not trifle with my grace, nor treat my mercy as a minor thing. The time for uncertainty is done. This is your moment for unwavering resolve, to hold firmly to what I have revealed and refuse to let it slip through your hands. Feed your spirit with the sustenance I offer, the sweet honey of heaven that can ease every bitter season. Let my truth rest on your tongue like a soothing balm. Devote yourself completely to the lessons I have already taught you, the wisdom gained through earlier struggles, the words of scripture that revived your hope, the prayers that once ignited your heart with holy fire. This is the season. to move forward courageously, to practice what you have declared you believe, to embody every principle you profess. I will be there with you at sunrise, quietly reminding you of these words as you awaken. Each morning, look for me, and if you are attentive, you will recognize my presence. Listen for me in the stillness before the world's clamor begins. When you cannot discern my hand in the circumstances before you, look deeper. Peer into the reservoir of faith I have planted in you. Call out to me in prayer, confident that I stand closer than your very breath, more accessible than you dare to imagine. I am never distant, never hidden beyond your reach. My nearness is an unchanging truth that anchors you when all else seems to shift and wobble. Even now, as I speak, notice how the atmosphere around you begins to change. The heavy pressure of anxiety lifts, shadows withdraw to far corners. A quiet assurance descends like a gentle covering of peace upon your heart. This is my work. I am preparing you for the seasons that lie ahead. Seasons of new doors opening and fresh horizons unfolding. Those obstacles that appeared enormous are shrinking before the brilliance of my promises. The raging storm is hushed at my command. Now step out in obedience, my child. Do not hesitate. Go about your day with composed confidence, letting my promises guide your decisions, my voice shape your thoughts, and my spirit direct each choice. If doubts creep in, cast them aside by remembering my unwavering faithfulness. If fear tries to return, push it away by reflecting on the strength I have placed within you. Remain firm, for I am your God, and you are never alone. You will learn a deeper trust in me, a fuller love for me, and you will discover that I am present wherever your journey leads. I have followed your steps, heard your hushed prayers, and observed the tears you have shed through the night. Even as you read these words, I am drawing closer, leaning in to hear your soul's most profound requests. You carry unspoken desires that I long to fulfill, those very hopes you have nurtured with trembling faith. Believe this, I do not disregard your longings. I am absolutely committed to bringing about the breakthroughs and answers you have cried out for. Yet keep in mind, if you truly wish to see supernatural wonders unfold in your life this very year, then heed my plea. Offer me your heart without reservations. Place the control of your life in my hands and pursue what is right, what is just, what pleases me. Listen carefully when I speak to you. I will address you in the quiet intervals of the day, through scriptures you open, and in the tranquility of prayer. Remain watchful. When I signal you, the recognition will echo within your spirit. Trust me enough to move forward when I say go, and to remain still when I say wait. I have already spoken of powerful transformations that stand on the verge of erupting into your life. The promises once murmured over you will not linger forever at the horizon. Soon you will behold them coming to fruition before your eyes. Heavy obligations that once weighed you down like unbreakable chains will break off. Strength and provision will be granted, enabling you to rise from your weariness to tackle the tasks I present. No longer should you complain or waver. Press on with unwavering resolve and watch the way open up before you. Your faith is the key that unlocks doors which seemed eternally sealed. Picture that colossal stone that once barred your path, now gone by my decree. Fear nothing. March onward, and let no discouragement take root in you. I am with you every step, and my presence will illuminate the road ahead, flooding you with guidance, solace, and courage. Those dark days of gloom are nearing their conclusion. The dawn of relief is already coloring the edges of your sky with light. When favor descends like refreshing rain, recall that it flows from my hand, propelled by the might of my love. During those seasons when you wandered in deserts of loneliness and confusion, I supplied what you needed. When you thirsted for direction, I became your spring of water. I know you have faced attacks, doubts, trials, and disdain. The fierce flame of your faith flickered under relentless gales, but today I am breathing new life into those glowing embers. Return to the path of trust. Come back to the core of my will. Let your mind once again be saturated by the strength of my word. Let it anchor your soul so that when abundant blessings flow, you will remember me. Keep lifting my name in prayer. Continue praying even in the silence, for there exists a realm unseen by human eyes. Even now, a battle rages in spiritual places. Angels are contending for your destiny, and as you persist in prayer, you stand alongside them. I will bless you, deeply and undeniably. Yet know that you must push through resistance. Do not assume triumph arrives without perseverance. Let your faith be the sword that cuts through every entrapment. Let your resilience be the shield against every flicker of doubt. Let your unwavering steadiness be the banner that declares your commitment. And let your perseverance in prayer be the solid rock beneath your feet. Seek me at daybreak, at dusk, in the still moments before sunrise. Every hour can become a sanctuary of encounter. The season is shifting, and my eyes roam across the earth in search of hearts robed in both humility and bravery. I will make you a channel that brings hope to others, to feed the hungry, to clothe the naked, to calm hearts in distress, and to be a vessel of compassion and healing. And as you extend these blessings, you will be overflowing with grace and favor that surpass human measure. In the miraculous times ahead, stand straight. Again, I urge you, release the burdens you have been lugging. Let go of old resentments, lingering guilt, and crippling fears. Seek my presence until your eyes are filled with my glory, until your faith flares like a bright torch in a dark world. Remember that I see you. I see the messy knots in your life that you cannot untangle by yourself. I recognize the layers of complexity pressing against your chest and robbing you of peace. I have heard your raw cries for guidance rising from your spirit. Now here I am, responding to you. Do not agonize any longer. This very day, you will witness my hand stepping in. I am arranging a divine reversal of your circumstances. I will show you the next steps, reveal what must be left behind, and guide you toward the roads laced with my purposes. Although your life has endured deep injuries, I move now with healing power, breathing refreshment into every corner of your reality. Where there once was stagnation, new shoots will rise. Where confusion thrived, clarity will descend. Where there was once hopelessness, a bright dawn of promise will appear. I am here, I am acting, and I stand steadfast in my devotion to you. Turn your gaze toward me, tune your ears to the sound of my voice, and let your heart overflow with expectancy. Miracles surge toward you like an unstoppable tide. Every tear you have shed, every heartbreak you've experienced, every precious thing ripped from your grasp, I have seen it all. I am the Lord, holding both time and destiny in my hands. Today, I declare that everything taken from you, everything torn away, everything that slipped through your fingers like sand shall be returned. Not as it was, but renewed and multiplied beyond anything you can imagine. Where you once saw only dust, I will build a palace of promise. I am breathing upon your life a mighty wind of restoration, so potent that it sweeps away every hindrance, yet so gentle that it stills every fear. Doubt this wind no longer, for it carries blessings wrapped in my everlasting love. These words are not hollow, they are living truths streaming from my throne. The tumult you have endured will not go on indefinitely. I will bring every part of your life into proper alignment. Where anxiety once festered, I will plant peace. Where you once lost your footing in uncertainty, I will lay out a well-defined route. Do not stir the ashes of yesterday's pains. I, the Almighty, do not even recall your past errors. Do not tremble over your future. It already rests securely in my capable hands. All I ask is that you anchor yourself in this present moment, here and now. I am creating something new. Sense the shift in the air as my spirit moves. Right this instant, your story begins to change. Be prepared, for you will see wonders so remarkable they will make your soul quake with reverent awe. Indeed, your trials will bend to my will even as you read these words. Solutions are forming, answers are on the horizon, and breakthroughs are surging forth. Lift up your head, for you are never cast aside, you are handpicked. Open your heart to the flood of my love and welcome the current of divine wisdom I pour over you. An attitude of humility and thankfulness will set you apart, as a conduit of my grace. When apprehension knocks at your door, recall that I alone am the fountain of truth, and in my truth there is no place for terror. I promise you this: I will heal you from within. I will mend every wound that time and grief have carved into your spirit. Sickness must bow to the power of my word. Sorrow flees at the mention of my name. I am trading your pain for a joy so profound it cannot be contained. On this day, I bind every broken fragment, restoring the tapestry of your existence in a way more exquisite than it was before. But remember carefully, the path ahead requires faith. Faith that surpasses mere eyesight. Faith that chooses to trust my assurance, even when the view ahead appears bleak. Should problems arise like towering peaks, see with eyes of faith the angelic armies marching beside you, poised to tear down every barrier that stands in your way. If grim news aims to anchor your soul in despair, let my spirit lift your gaze to the dawning light of hope. Your best days do not lie behind you. They stretch before you, gleaming with promise. You will no longer be trapped in broken pieces, nor are you doomed, condemned, or destined to wither. You will live with a sacred energy, singing praises that echo into eternity. You will dance again, overflowing with renewed life, bearing witness to all who listen that my love granted you not a mere second chance, but an endless reserve of fresh starts. Keep your focus ahead and press on. Do not look back, for you are no longer chained to the failures of yesterday. Today, I stand before you, blazing a new trail. Anticipate blessings flowing into your household, saturating every sphere of your life. Trust in me, for I cannot lie. Your prayers have reached my ears, and I have heard every single word. A reply is on its way, borne upon the wings of angels, but I need your heart composed, your spirit secure, your trust unflinching. I will handle every mountain, every sickness, every force that dares resist my intentions for you. Wrap yourself in gratitude. Wear humility like a crown in my presence. Train yourself to walk by faith, to heed my voice above the roar of your surroundings. If you sense a battlefield in front of you, remember, your triumph is already certain. If the armies of darkness amass against you, witness how I encircle you with hosts of brilliant light, subduing every enemy. If discouragement tries to return, let my words echo in your heart. Your story is far from over, and you will not fight alone. When night is at its dimmest, and the world attempts to extinguish your hope, I will whisper my truth into your soul. Fear no destruction, anticipate growth. Refuse thoughts of decline. Welcome sparks of revival. I designed you for a life that overflows with abundance. You will soar above life's storms, declaring to all how my limitless love sustained and molded you, liberating you to race forward into the gleaming destiny I have shaped. Should the enemy venture to your threshold, hissing that your days are limited, that you are unfit, shattered, or beyond my blessings, let bravery blaze within your spirit. Stand tall. Lift your hands heavenward and announce to all creation, your Father, who scattered galaxies across the cosmos and reigns over infinite realms, has stitched promises into your life that must and will come to fulfillment. His threats are shallow, his power fragile and weak. He trembles at the sight of you living in truth, because he knows he cannot annihilate a soul I have redeemed and sealed with my own blood. Outside your home, though invisible to the natural eye, there is a divine sign, marked in red, that proclaims, within these walls resides my precious child and their family, safeguarded by the Almighty. This is your genuine status. When you cloak yourself in faith, the enemy retreats like a robber caught in broad daylight. He is the father of deception, murmuring twisted half-truths to unsettle your confidence. Do not heed him. Do not indulge his lies. Instead, turn your eyes to me. Lift your voice and remind me that you love me, that you stand firm on every promise I have given. I call on you now to forge ahead with courage and expectancy, to seize the blessings I have reserved for you, beginning this very day. Pause a moment, close your eyes, and breathe in my peace. Notice the shift around you. Darkness scatters, unease evaporates and a sacred calm pervades your being. Here and now, my spirit envelops you like a gentle cloak, speaking comfort and hope to the deepest layers of your heart. I grant you permission to truly live, not just to get by, but to thrive in a serenity the world cannot comprehend. Indeed, those around you may tremble with tension, their words buzzing with dread, their demands piling on your shoulders. But you, my child, are not ensnared by that chaos. You need not swallow their panic or bear their yoke. In this holy space, just you and I, you can disconnect from the turmoil and drink deeply of my calm. Let each instant of this fellowship linger like warm honey upon your lips. We may meet like this anytime you open your eyes and lift them to my face. At the gentle glow of dawn or the quiet pause of early morning, I wait, my presence never tiring, never fading. Even when you are unsteady, I remain solid. Even when you feel unwelcome, I still find joy in you. Even when you doubt you can go further, I stand ready to infuse you with new life. All I ask is that you come, spend these sacred moments with me, speaking from your heart or resting silently under my love. Here we share truths that rebuild your faith and forge a bond no adversity can break. If you only realized how far you have come with my hand guiding you through storms and sunshine alike, you would be overwhelmed with gratitude. In this day, right now, mark it well. This is a day unlike any other, a moment you will not soon forget. I am pressing my seal upon your spirit, an enduring mark that declares to every authority and power, this one belongs to me. Before angels and uncounted ages, I have affirmed your worth, proclaiming that you are chosen, deeply loved, and appointed. No adversary can prevail over what I have consecrated. No destructive force can claim what I have redeemed. No darkness can overcome the brightness I have placed within you. Let these assurances sink in, reshaping your view of yourself. When the magnitude of my love truly sinks into your spirit, you will perceive that your limitations dissolve in my presence. I have poured blessings upon blessings into your life, some visible now, others stored for future revelation. You will realize that through my power, all things become possible. Who could stand against you when I have already pronounced you victorious? You bear my name. You hold my authority. I am here, and I am more than enough. You are not simply an onlooker in the unfolding narrative of life. You are a vital participant in a divine story, directed by my hand. Though the world may waver, my love remains the most formidable force in existence. It was love that knit you together, love that stands guard over your dreams, and love that clears a way where no one believed a way existed. Sink yourself in my love and watch as mountains are toppled, chains are broken, and gates of bronze fly open. This is not a far-off promise. It is your present reality. I am here, shaping your destiny with each breath you draw. Trust in me, and do not give any credence to the hollow lies of the enemy. Know that when you rise, heaven celebrates, and when you call my name, I respond. I will show you how to walk by faith, how to see with the vision of eternity, and how to stand unwavering against every trial. I am the God who wages battle for you, who pours blessings upon you, who crowns you with compassionate kindness and new mercies every morning. I am aware of the contours of your heart, its bruises, scars, recollections, and unseen tears. I am the Lord your God, the one who shaped you before your first breath, who even now whispers truth to your spirit. Recognize that I am unlike any earthly father you have experienced. Fathers who might have stumbled, been ruled by fear, or walked away from their sacred responsibility. Perhaps your earthly father harmed or belittled you, or vanished when you desperately needed him. Yet do not judge me by human standards. I am different, infinitely different, and my desire is that you feel this truth reverberating through your soul. Let my unwavering love saturate your heart like gentle rain falling upon parched ground. Remain here with me a while longer. You do not need to present explanations or excuses, nor must you scramble for acceptable phrases. Simply stay in the stillness and let your weights drop from your shoulders like pebbles cascading off a cliff. Sense the tension draining from your muscles as my presence soaks into every crevice of your being. Even as you stand here, inhaling my essence, I am at work, lifting burdens from you, breaking away the chains that constrict your heart, soothing your mind with the truth of my boundless compassion. When you step back into the world later today, watch for the subtle changes. Your face will display a tranquility that no turmoil can rattle, a calm so steady that no disappointment can shatter. You will move with lightness, speak with gentleness, and carry a softness that confounds those who once knew you. While others remain trapped in the wild spirals of their own emotions, you will resemble a steadfast tree planted beside living waters, flourishing, solid, and unwavering. I welcome you to come here again each morning as the new day's light glimmers on the horizon. In this holy moment, let me once more fill you, flooding your spirit with a love as timeless as eternity and as fresh as a blossoming spring. I have been with you always, even in the stretches of your life where you didn't recognize my hand, in your desert journeys where the relentless glare stunned your eyes and thirst threatened your survival. I caused streams to burst from barren soil. In the valleys shadowed by sorrow, where darkness weighed upon you and looming shapes felt menacing, I led you, upheld you, and held you secure. Time and again, I rescued you from corners that seemed impossible to escape. Never be deceived by what remains beyond your understanding. Resist letting doubt fester like an unattended wound. Instead of sinking into despair, let gratitude bubble up in your heart, forming a protective shield against the enemy's deceptions. Remember that if it were not for my vigilant care, you would have fallen long ago. It is my love that has kept you upright amid countless storms. I know trust does not come easily to you now. Your soul is still tender and raw, so wounded that welcoming love once more stirs up fear. You have been surrounded by those pretending concern, using a facade of kindness, employing love as a weapon to deplete you of something dear. They convinced you to view love as an instrument of harm rather than a refuge of safety. But hear me, the anger and grief wrapped around your heart were never meant to stay there permanently. You were not made to live in bitterness and fear. You are weary because you have become accustomed to lugging burdens that were never yours to shoulder. Wake each day remembering that I stand ready to ease that load. I offer you fresh eyes, ones that can see beauty in your world. Notice my mark on every blessing and perceive grace even in the most unexpected places. Yet your mind still resists, clinging to the false belief that you can handle everything alone. I see that reflex even now, a quiet objection, a part of you insisting you need no assistance. Let me unveil what you cannot see through natural sight. Deep within, your spirit carries wounds that have never fully mended, old scars and fresh injuries layered over one another, shaping how you view yourself and the world around you. I come bearing healing, not just for your body, but for your thoughts, your heart, and every unseen facet of your being. I can hush the restless internal voice that insists you are unworthy of love. I can transform your thoughts, settling your turmoil and calming your rage and doubt. Like a master artisan refining a masterpiece, I will shape your rough edges until you reflect the person I designed you to be. My peace will seep into the cracks of your wounded soul like bright gold streaming into a room once sealed shut. This instant is no accident. You are taking in these words because I have chosen to speak them into your life. I have prepared a miracle of great depth and perfect fit for your needs, ready to emerge in your family and within you. Imagine me placing a finger upon your lips, my divine power softening your words and filling them with warmth. From here onward, the venom once escaping through your speech, damaging your spirit and curbing your destiny, will be cleansed. I will teach you to declare life, speak hope, and bless even barren ground. Bitterness and despair shall no longer spill from your mouth unchecked. Truth and love shall flow from your lips like a healing stream. You may be uncertain, feeling unfit, or unready for such a change, but hear my assurance. My love never wavers. It does not weaken or fail. My promises stand, no matter your past or the struggles you have faced. Each new sunrise declares a fresh wave of mercy, and each breath is my invitation for you to trust me on a deeper level. In the days ahead, watch for my presence as a gardener watches for spring. Observe how I renew you, how hope's flowers bloom in places once choked by pain. Step by step, morning by morning, I stand waiting, arms open, ready to draw you in once more. Listen now, my treasured child. I am addressing the most hidden places in your heart. I know the road you have tread. I have felt the tremors of your soul, watched every silent tear. You wonder, how am I still on my feet amid all these storms battering me within and without? And I tell you, it is because I, the Lord who formed you and breathed my life into you, have never deserted you, not even once. I have stood guard at the gateway of your destiny, blocking the dark forces, shielding you from invisible traps, and speaking truth into your spirit when all other voices seem to overpower me. Perhaps you perceived yourself as undeserving of my company, weighed down by mistakes, or too broken by the past for my love. Yet my love is no fragile human emotion. It is an endless source flowing toward you at all times, unaffected by your flaws. I have chosen to stay with you, not despite who you are, but because of who you are in my eyes. A precious creation, shaped by my own design, infinitely cherished. You remain here, alive and breathing, because my steadfastness sustains you. Listen, I have never once stumbled. Never have I turned my face away from you. Indeed, you have endured pain, feeling your heart fracture under the strain of disappointments, and the echoes of those hardships still linger at the fringes of your mind. Yet take note of where you stand at this moment. You may feel weaker, but in truth, you have grown stronger. You may sense yourself diminished, but you have actually become wiser and more resolute. Those things you label as missed chances were often my tender interventions diverting you from hidden pitfalls. I pruned harmful influences away, protected you from people who hid ill intentions behind kindness, and spared you from entanglements that would have chained your soul. Your steps did not drag you backward. They made you ready, sculpted you, and purified you for something greater than what you currently see. My ways are infinitely higher than yours. My plans stretch well beyond what your eyes can perceive. Do not resist this reality, embrace it. Speak it out loud. God's plan is better, His wisdom is higher. Write it down. Let your faith stitch it into your thoughts. The matters I withheld were never meant to harm you, but to guide you lovingly toward a future far richer than the narrow goals you once clung to. Now is the time to stop craving a past that never came to be, to stop revisiting moments that have slipped away. Lift your eyes to the future I have prepared, a future that blossoms from your decision to trust. Watch how I open doors once hidden behind seemingly impenetrable barriers. Even those secret dreams stowed away in the locked vault of your heart, the ones you tucked under layers of disbelief, are not empty fantasies. I planted those aspirations like seeds waiting for the right season to awaken. As you align with my will, I will breathe life into them with my touch. They will spring up as living blessings, and in that moment, your certainty will be renewed. I am the one who orchestrated it all. My desire is to surprise you with my goodness, to fill your heart with wonder at my mercy, to reveal to you just how profoundly you are adored. Raise your eyes and sense my love pouring into your spirit. I am here, resting my hand softly on your head, calming every storm inside you. Let the gentle warmth of my presence dissolve the shackles of anxiety and pain. Let my tenderness seep into the hurting places still recovering from past injuries. You need not carry resentment or regret any longer. Hand them all to me. In return, I will bestow a peace upon you that this world cannot mimic. A season of revival and plenty is near. Can you feel it stirring? The landscape of your life, once barren, will thrive again. Branches once thought dead will soon be laden with fruit. I am realigning the pace of your journey, bolstering your legs to race forward in faith toward what awaits you. Stretch your heart wide to accept what I am pouring out. Declare your faith in me. Speak it to me. Tell me that you trust every promise I have voiced. Feel the guarantee that I have bound myself to you with an everlasting love. I do not waver or deceive like fleeting shadows under a shifting sun. My words remain certain and my truth endures. Even in this moment, as you pause to take everything in, I am releasing tranquility into your soul, alleviating the tightness in your mind and filling your heart with a sweetness that only my holy love can give. Notice it. My oil of blessing streams down like warm honey upon your spirit, smoothing out the jagged worries and lingering doubts. This is your pivotal instant. Be still and allow my gentle voice to echo through you. Come closer. Do not just stay at the river's edge, gazing at the water shining before you. Step in. Let the cool water swirl around your feet. Fear not the current. It carries my favor, not harm. Venture deeper until it reaches your knees, your waist, and then immerse yourself completely. Feel the weight of your troubles dissolving as you surrender them in these healing waters. Let go of the anguish you have been dragging along through the day. Release it all, and when you can no longer stand on your own, let yourself float in my arms. Farther out, a vessel of my mercy and purpose awaits you. Come aboard, and I will guide you to the horizon of my perfect plan, where crowns of honor are reserved for those who have braved their tests without forsaking me, and who have rejected the enemy's enticements while clinging to their faith. Yes, you belong to me forever. Do you comprehend the depth of your worth in my sight? It exceeds all measure. In my presence, the affection I hold for you knows no bounds. I am aware that comprehending the vastness of my love is difficult while you walk upon this earth. Nevertheless, I see those nights you lie awake, your mind buzzing with unanswered questions, the constant why echoing like restless birds in your thoughts. Take comfort, I will quiet your fears. I will pour into you such resilience that onlookers will be astounded by your transformation. You will testify that it was not random chance or human might, but my sovereign hand that raised you beyond every challenge. Therefore, do not refuse this invitation. Yield your soul to me, and let my words ring in the chambers of your mind. I will fill the empty corners with memories of my faithfulness, show you glimpses of the times I rescued you from darkness, and remind you of when I sheltered you from harm and snatched you from the jaws of despair. Reflect on how I stepped in when all seemed lost. I want to decorate the walls of your heart with these recollections, so that as you walk forward, yes, stride by stride, along the path I have fashioned, you carry my stories within. In my presence, there is a constant outpouring of love, ceaseless healing, and an ongoing promise of bountiful blessing. Move onward with a faith that calms your fears and infuses your future with expectancy. Rest in the truth that I watch over you, that I greet you with joy each day. Your prayers captivate me. Your tender soul touches me more deeply than you realize. Listen again. I yearn to unveil mysteries hidden from most. I have profound truths set aside for you because I see the formidable faith blazing behind your eyes. Humble, yet unyielding. When you reach out to me, you do so without half-heartedness. You open your heart in a sincerity that delights me profoundly. It's evident in the kindness you display to others, in the quiet, thoughtful choices you make when no one else is observing. Your integrity and faithfulness speak volumes. The seeds of my promises that were planted in your heart are now bearing fruit. Situations, people, and even unforeseen events are coming together to lead you into a deeper sphere of spiritual awareness. Perhaps you question, is this really for me? But know that I am speaking to you directly. This message is no happenstance. It is an appointment I scheduled with your heart. Embrace these words wholeheartedly. Cast aside any seeds of doubt. I want you to stand unshakably assured that my love is more majestic than any earthly kingdom, stronger than any power you have faced, and more enduring than the oldest mountain range. I am your everlasting Father, your constant guide, and your closest friend. From the very first breath you drew through your final one, I was, I am, and I will always be right beside you. You currently stand on the threshold of a grand unfolding. Beyond your present vantage, a treasure trove of gifts awaits, each meticulously prepared, each set to fulfill a unique role in your life. Why do I lavish such abundance upon you? Because my love for you knows no measure, an eternal truth indeed. Yet know this also, you have grown in maturity. Your heart has softened where it needs softening and developed a healthy firmness in other areas. You are, at last, genuinely ready to receive everything I have been storing up for you. I am pouring supernatural resilience into your frame, a fortitude that cannot be explained by human reason. I am enlightening your mind with a wisdom that will amaze those around you, stirring them to wonder where you gleaned such profound insight. I will present opportunities that may appear daunting at first. Do not recoil. These are stepping stones intended to lift you to altitudes you never thought possible. Each hurdle you face, every test you overcome, ushers you nearer to the pinnacle of spiritual development. There, at the summit of this divine ascent, you will discover the abundance I promised, wholeness for your family, health for your children, sure provision for your daily needs, and the clearing of each heavy burden once chaining you down. Be patient, child. Wait a little while. These blessings will not rush over you like a single tidal wave. They will manifest like a tapestry being woven over time, each thread slowly revealing the greater artistry of my plan. Shift the way you perceive hardships. Discard the old patterns of surrender and the lies that whisper it cannot be done. Hear me. There is no chain so thick it can hold you fast, no wall so lofty it can confine you, no darkness heavy enough to crush your faith. I have lifted you to a loftier plane of trust and understanding in me, but I also ask that you live with discernment. Greet each dawn with joy surging through your blood. Face each situation with bravery and a steady heart. Understand, you do not walk alone. You remain constantly wrapped in my love, covered by my presence, guided by my hand. I burn with the desire to pour out blessings upon you, so generously that they overflow every boundary you've known. Picture a rushing river of my spirit's goodness, and imagine stepping into its sparkling waters. Feel the current sweep away your lingering fears, refresh your heart, and rejuvenate your mind. Even as you absorb these words, my love expands within you, unveiling just how immeasurable, how limitless it really is. From this moment on, a sacred spark ignites in your soul. Can you sense it? This is revival in its purest form, bright and untainted. Your praises and prayers ascend to the heavens, finding their way to my throne, and I send back waves of blessing that reignite the vigor of your spirit, rekindling the joy you believed lost. Do not let disbelief linger. Stand with the certainty that my love for you is not only genuine, it carries the force to reshape every part of your life. Declare it aloud if you must. I believe. Cloak your heart in the courage I supply. Confront any challenge without shrinking back. Let no threat break your resolve. Let no pessimistic voice erode the peace I have set within you. Glance around and observe. Many chase happiness through shallow affirmations and hollow words. They might deride your faith, snicker at your trust, or mock your dependence on me. Yet you chose a different route. You stood firm on my promises, even when the night refused to yield. You dared to trust me despite their disdain. For this I honor you, and I renew my promise to never leave you and never forsake you. Day and night, I am your unflinching defender, battling the visible and invisible enemies on your behalf. I hold a deep concern for your inner being, your mind, your emotions, the stability of your heart. I long to fill your thoughts with the truth of my word, to anchor your plans and dreams in my wise counsel. I want you to know genuine prosperity, not merely in material means, though I will supply what you need, but as a wholeness rooted in my divine favor. Never let the urgency or demands of others drive you into rash decisions fueled by fear or a desperate desire for approval. I am calling you to walk another path, my path, where wisdom blossoms and peace saturates your life. Rather than yield to human pressures, fix your face toward me and search for my voice in prayer. In our private moments, I will shed light on the road that leads not only to success, but to a life brimming with meaning and fulfillment. Dismiss the stale whisper of failure that tries to creep into your thoughts. Embrace this unchanging fact. You are nestled in my faithful, unwavering love. That love will reveal its mighty power through your life, lifting you above every obstacle. Do you understand how much I treasure you? Let that awareness embolden you. Let it shape you from the inside out so that fear no longer dictates your moves, so that a boldness like rushing streams of living water courses through your soul. Immerse yourself in my word, for within its pages, like gleaming jewels, lie the promises that will illuminate your steps. With these promises guiding you, you need never grope in the darkness of uncertainty. Today, I decree that you shall walk in victory. I cover you with my unwavering love, strong, compassionate, and firm. I pour into you the strength to vault over any hindrance, to dismantle the chains of limitation, and to stand confidently before both visible and invisible threats. Is there any better assurance than knowing that I, the creator of all existence, am on your side? Bring me your concerns. Place before me your deepest worries. I am listening. I passionately desire for my will to flourish within your life like a vibrant garden, bearing fruit through every season. My plan is for the supernatural realm of my power to become so evident in your everyday life that no observer can deny I am alive and working in your favor. Together, we will shape your destiny into something magnificent. You are far more than a passive recipient of blessings. You are my chosen instrument, destined to distribute healing and hope wherever there is brokenness. Begin in the place you can best influence, your own home. There, in that sacred environment, scarcity will give way to plenty. The haze of poverty will lift like morning fog, replaced by the assurance that I am your provider. Emotional wounds you believed incurable will be healed by my love. Old grudges and bitterness will crumble beneath the tender might of forgiveness, letting empathy and acceptance bloom. Your family will rediscover a joy as though meeting a dear friend they believed was lost. Your household will become a refuge of peace, a beacon testifying to my faithfulness. And from that safe haven, the blessings I release will echo outward, touching and transforming lives far beyond your doors. Do you see it? Can you sense the immensity of the work I am doing in your life? Stand brave. Do not yield to timidity. Lift your voice and proclaim my grace, for it is this grace that redeems and reshapes. Reveal to others that the goodness they see is not luck or chance, but flows directly from my hand. Urge them to appreciate the gifts all around them, to treasure my blessings, and never forget the one who provides them. Inform them that if they genuinely want their futures reimagined and their paths elevated, they must acknowledge me in all their endeavors, granting me the foremost place in their hearts. I am here now, hovering near, waiting for your reply. I have declared promises, hope, and a destiny over you. The time has arrived for you to occupy your rightful role as one who carries my glory. As you forge ahead, remember, you are never abandoned, never left without my guidance, and never beyond my reach. Let these words anchor you, fortify your faith, and spark within you an unwavering certainty in my power to lead and bless you beyond all understanding. Go on now, my precious child, and walk fearlessly into the grand drama I have written for your life. I remain here, watching over you, never from afar, but intimately, gently, like a loving father who never sleeps. My blessing rests upon your shoulders, surrounds your family, and lights your home with a radiance too strong for the night to dim. This is my design. Let your household become a haven that gleams with my holy light, a sanctuary where weary souls find rest, where broken hearts gain solace, and where the sick experience miraculous healing. Within these walls, may my presence be so vivid that everyone who crosses your threshold senses the chains of despair snapping away and witnesses miracles unfolding in what once seemed impossible. Do not doubt what I have entrusted to you. My purpose runs deeper than human wants. While the world clambers for many distractions, I operate in realms far beyond mortal understanding. My intentions are flawless, meticulously orchestrated to pour out rich and profound blessings, surpassing anything you or anyone else might predict. Even when you cannot decode my methods or timing, be confident I am weaving every thread of your life into a tapestry of success and significance. And now I give you this commission. Pray continually. Seek the truths I have sown like pearls in my word. Lift your voice in the silent hours. Listen for my whisper at dawn and align your heart with my will. I will give you the very blueprint of your destiny, the intricate instructions to guide you through hidden valleys and towering summits. If you trust every step I instruct, you will not stumble as others do. Some people accept defeat, succumbing to cynicism and despair. They bow their heads, conform to the bleakness of the world, and consent to wear the chains of hopelessness. But you, a child of grace and promise, shall be different. You will stride forward with intention, confident that I have spoken victory over you. I have come to grant you life, and not just a faint whisper of existence, but life in overflowing, abundant measure. Clasp my hand with unshakable faith, and believe in the power of my word. I have heard your requests, read your pleas, felt the trembling in your spirit as you yearn to discern my plan. Today I unveil it clearly. My love for you knows no bounds, and I yearn to flood you with favor that goes beyond everything you have known or imagined. Certainly, the world tries its hardest to undermine your faith. It rattles with its chains of dread, launches arrows of doubt, and attempts to put out the light in your soul. Understand this, I have already overcome the world. My triumph stands forever. There is no force under the skies that can overpower you if you treasure my words and embrace my promises with love and humility. You are secure in my truth, and no power can pluck you from my hand. So take courage, hold your head high. I blanket you, your family, and your home in layers of my presence. Each dawn, as the sun rises, remember I have already cleared the path ahead. Each evening, as the stars take their place in the sky, remember that I stay beside you, breathing courage, speaking hope, and enfolding you in love. You are never forsaken, never alone. My beloved child, you did not arrive here by accident. I called you because I knew your heart was ready. The words you've just heard are not merely encouragement. They are activation, a divine spark meant to awaken your spirit and prepare you for what's next. But hear me clearly. This is not the last time I will speak to you. I have more to reveal, more to heal, more to build within you. So return here often, to this sacred space I have set apart. Let every video, every message be a continuation of our conversation, where I whisper truth, breathe peace, and guide your steps. Subscribe, not to follow content, but to follow my voice. Turn on the bell, not just for alerts, but for divine appointments. Because every time you return, I'll be waiting with fresh oil, new direction, and deeper encounters. And don't keep this to yourself. Someone else is crying out in silence. Share this with them and become the vessel through which I reach another soul. You are part of something eternal now, and I will meet you here again and again. Until then, stay grounded in my love, anchored in my word, and watch as I fulfill every promise spoken over your life. I am with you now and always. Amen.